Hello everyone, this is Sumita Gupta. Welcome you all for my fourth lecture of Skill Lab Python programming. Today we will learn about Python operators. Now, first of all, what is Python operators? Okay, operators which are used to perform some operations. So Python operator which are used to perform some Python operation. Operations performed on some data. That data is called operands. So operands are the data on which we are doing any operations, and the operators are the some symbols, special symbols which are used to perform some operations are called Python operators. Okay, in Python operator, first of all, arithmetic operators which are used to perform some mathematical operation. It can be addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Now the result depends on the type of input. If inputs are of complex number, then output will be complex number. If input is of a floating point number, then output will be floating point. If inputs are integers, then output will be integer. So results depends on the type of input. Now for addition, either plus symbol used or you can import some operator. Suppose x equals to 5, y equals to 6, then x plus 5, y will give 5 plus 6 equals to 11. Or you can use operator dot add command. So you have to import that operator, import operator, then operator dot add, then give the values, it will give the answer. For subtraction, minus symbol, or you can import dot sub command. For multiplication, either use star sign, multiply sign, or you can import dot mul command. For power, either you can use double star, or you can use dot power command. For division, you either slash x slash by, or you can use dot true div. For only integer number, you can use double slash, or you can use dot floor div. For modulus, either you use modulus sign, or you can use dot mod sign. That is for remainder. So now we will perform these in the Python window. So open your Python window and you can do parallel. Now suppose I am giving a equals to 5, b equals to 2. Now a plus b answer will be, oh sorry, I have given a equals to b, that it is taken. Now I'm again giving different inputs. A equals to 6, b equals to 3. Now a plus b, 6 plus 3 9. A minus b, 6 minus 3 is 3. A multiply b, so 6 into 3 is 18. A divided by b, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. For a double slash by b, so it will be only 2, because 2.0, but I don't want any floating number, only I want only full number. Now a percentile means remainder. So if we'll divide a by b, okay, 6 by 3, so there is no remainder, so answer is 0. If I want a to the power b, a to the power b means 6 to the power 3, means 6 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 6 3 times. So answer will be 216. Anything else left? So this was floor division. Floor division also done, but all in these all the instruction I have used only symbol. But if I want to import commands, I have to use import operator. Okay, now I can use operator dot add. Suppose I'm adding 1 comma 2, whatever, so 3. If I can use operator dot sub, means subtraction, 2 comma 1, answer is 1. If I use operator dot mul, means that is multiplication, 2 comma 3, answer should be 6. Now operator not division dot true div. Remember in division, don't use directly div, it will show the error. Okay, so I'm using 6 by 2, answer is 3. But I want only integer number after division, so I have to use floor dot flo, floor div. Okay, now 6 comma 2, 6 comma 3 also you can take. So answer is 2. It will not show 2.0 like this. Okay, now for power, operator dot pow, power, 2 comma 3, means it is 2 into 2 into 2, it will be 8. So answer is 8. Next is assignment operators. Assignment operators are used to assign some values to the variables. Okay. Now equals to means if you are using sign equals to it, the value will be directly assigned to that variable. Suppose x equals to 5, then if you press x, you will get the answer 5. Now in every symbol, plus, minus, multiply, division, we are just adding the equal to sign. Plus equals to, minus equals to, star equals to. Okay, so what does it mean? Suppose x plus equals to 5 means x equals to x into x plus 5. So if x is 5, then what is the answer? 5 plus 5, 10. X minus equals to 2 means x equals to x minus 2. And x is 5, so answer will be 5 minus 2, 3. X star equals to 3 means x equals to x into 3. If x is 2, so answer will be 2 into 3, 6. Now x slash equals to 3 means x equals to x divided by 3. If x is 6, so 6 divided by 3 is 2. Now x double slash equals to 5 means x equals to x double slash 5. Means whatever the x is 6, so after dividing by 5, only integer number you will get. Actually answer is 1.2, but if you are using floor, that it will be 1 only. Okay. Now x modulus equals to 3 means x equals to x modulus 3 means x divided by 3, then whatever the remainder, that is the answer. So if 11 divided by 3, so 3 3s are 9, the remainder will be 2. So answer is 2. X and equals to 3 means ANDing operation. AND operation means now it is used for binary number. So binary number of 11 is 8 to 1, 11. And 3 means 0 0 1 1. If both bits are 1, then only output 1 1 0 0. So answer will be 3. It is wrongly printed. It should be 3. Now and equals this equals to OR operation. So 3 is 0 0 1 1. 4 is 0 1 0 0. So OR operation will 1 is 1, 1 is 1, 1 is 1, ORing operation. So answer will be 7. XOR operation, difference between XOR and OR is, for OR 1 1 is 1, for XOR 1 1 is 0. Okay, suppose I'm taking not this 5 5 2 is 0 1 0 1. If we take 2 0 0 1 0, so 1 0 1 0 1 1 1 1 0. Answer is 7. Suppose here number is like 0 0 1 0 and 0 0 1 0 1. If you are doing OR operation, then this is 1, this is 1 0 0. That is for OR. But if you perform XOR operation, then it will be 1, it will be 0. For XOR, any input is different, then only output is 1. So that is the difference between XOR and OR operations. Okay. Now right shift, that is important. Right and left shift. Number is 5 and you are shifting it by 2 in the right direction. Okay. So number is 5 means 1, sorry, 0 1 0 1. Okay, remember this is the position 1 2 4 8. Now you are shifting it. 5 is 0 1 0 1. Okay, now you are shifting it in right side. So right side, this 1 will be not be there, so it will be 0 1 0. One shift. Now in second shift, the number will be 0 1, because this 1 removed, now this 0 removed, now this. Okay, in the first shift, this 1 removed, this 0 is at this place, 1 is at this place. Okay, in the second shift, this 0 removed, this 1 is at this place and 0 is this place. Now what is 0 1? This is 0 1 is 1. I'm again repeating this if you are having any confusion. See, this is the position of number 5 0 1 0 1. Okay, this is 1, this is 2, this is 4, this is 8. Now shifting 1 times means you are adding zeros, and this is shifting left right side. This 0 is 0, here it is 1, here it is 0, and this value will be removed. In the second shift, you are adding 0, and this 0 will be here, and this 0 will be here, and this 1 will be here, and this is your number 1. So the answer is 1. This is for right shift. Okay. Now for left shift, you want same number, but you want to shift in the left direction. For left direction, the concept is different. That is very important. 1, 2, 4, 8, okay, and 16, 32, like this. Okay. Now number is your 0, 1, 0, 1. Okay. After one left shift, what will the, you're adding 0 in this side. Okay. So this one is shifted here. This 0 is shifted here. And this 1 is shifted here. And this 0 is shifted here. That is after one shift. Now after second shift, 0 will be added here. And this 0 will be shifted here. And this 1 is shifted here. And this 0 is shifted here. And this, wait a minute, this is 0, 1, 0, 1, 1, 0, this was 1. This is 1 is shifted here. And this 0 is shifted here. Now, what is the final answer? 1, 2, 4. This is 4. 8, 16. This is 16. So 16 plus 4 is equals to 20. So after two left shift, numbers becomes 20. But after right shift, numbers becomes 1. So now we will perform in the Python. So here, suppose I'm giving x equals to 5. Okay. Now x plus equals to 1. So 5 plus 1, press x. 5 plus 1, 6. Now I'm writing x minus equals to 1. Pause the video. What should be the answer? 5, because latest value of x, it is 6, because it will take the update value. So 6 minus 1 is 5. Now x multiply equals to 1. So now press x. Now latest value of x was 5. 5 multiply 1 is 5. Now x divide equals to 1. So 5 divided by 1 is 5. X double divide by equals to 1. So it will say only 5. Okay. Now next is exponent. X double star equals to 2. So 5. The latest value of x is 5. So 5 multiply by 5, 25. X modulus equals to 2 means 5 divided by 2 and the remainder will be, sorry, not 5. X latest value is 25. 25 divided by 2, remainder should be 1. So remainder is 1. So that is or x and equals to. And equals to, suppose I'm 2, it will show the error. Because the latest value is 1.0 and we are doing the ANDing operation. So it's for binary, the full digit decimal number, suppose I'm taking 2, x equals to 2. Now x and equals to 2. So now it's yours duty, check binary number 2 and 2 and convert in binary number and perform the AND operation. Okay. Suppose x, the symbol is for or, yes, x equal to 2. Now x is 2 and ORing operation with 2. Okay, then perform yourself and check whether you are getting the right answer or not. Okay, so in this way we have done the arithmetic. Same thing you can do with import command. Import operator dot, in every command you have to just add I. Okay, suppose 2 comma 3. In every command, operator dot I sub 2 comma 3. Okay, operator dot I multiply. So in this way, either you can use only symbol or you can use import operator command dot I true divide, true div, 3 comma 6, any values you can check by yourself. It is showing error because I have written the wrong spelling of true. Operator dot I true 2 comma 3, any values you can take. Not I true, I true div. Operator dot I true div. Okay, div 2 comma 3. Okay, or you can use floor iv. So operator dot I floor div, any values 2 comma 3. Okay, so anything else in the operator comma left shift right shift. I'm taking the same example 5 and 2. Okay, suppose x equals to 5 and I am shifting it 2 times right. Okay, 2 times right, answer is 1. Okay, the same answer we are getting here, 1. Now I'm shifting it 2 times left, x, no it will again I'm giving variable x is 5, x 2 times left, answer is 20. The same answer we are getting. Okay, XOR operation, x equals to 5 and x equals to 5. For XOR the symbol we used cap equals to. Okay, so x cap equals to 2 means we are doing performing XOR operation with x with 5 and 2, so answer should be 7. So answer is 7. So in this way we have performed the all the assignment operators. We have performed all the assignment operators. Next operators is comparison operator, means which compare two operands. And now in comparison, remember the either result will be 1 or 0. So 1 means true and 0 means false. Okay. Suppose x is 5, y is 6, and we are checking whether x is greater than y or not. For that, what suppose x is 5, y equals to 6. So x is greater than 5, the answer will be, if it is wrong, it will be false. If it is true, it will show true. Now x is 5, y equals to 6, x less than y, it is true. It is true, that's why it's showing true. Okay. In the form of operator, you can, for greater, you can use dot gt. This is wrong. It is not, this is wrong. It is not add. Okay, for less than it will use dot lt. They wrong printed. It is dot lt, less than, greater than dot gt, less than dot lt. Okay, for equals to, either use double equal sign or you use dot eq command. Okay, for not equals to, exclamatory equals to sign. Okay, or you can use dot ne. Now if suppose greater than equals to, not greater, this was only greater. Now this is greater than equals to, x equals to 5, y equals to 6. If 5 is definitely not equals to greater than 6. See, greater than equals to, two commands are there, either greater or equals to. If anyone is true, I mean if anyone is true, then it is true, otherwise false. Okay. Now greater than equals to, neither it is greater nor is equals to, both condition are false, that's why answer is false. But in the less than equals to, x is 5, y equals to 6, x less than equals to y. So it is 5 is not equals to 6, but 5 is less than 6. So any one condition true means answer is true. That's why answer is true. So this was the logical comparator operators. Now we will do in Python. Suppose a equals to 5, b equals to 3. I'm checking a greater than b. Okay, true. A less than b, false. A greater than equals to b, true. Okay, a less than equals to b, false. A double equals to b, false. And what else was there? Less than equals to, greater than equals to. Okay, now with the operator commands, you can like import operator. Okay, operator for greater than dot gt. Suppose 5 comma 2. So we are checking whether 5 is greater than 2. And operate operator dot less than. Okay, it should show false. Okay, dot equals to dot eq. False. Or okay, so not equals to also you can check. Operator dot neq, any not equals to. Now it is saying 6 is not equals to 2. Yes, it is right, 6 is not equals to 2. Okay, so that is not equals to. Okay, so in this way we have done the comparison operators. Okay. Now next is logical operator. For logical operator means we are performing operation on two binary numbers. Okay, now two binary numbers, see here. Suppose x is 5, y equals to 6, and we are checking two conditions simultaneously, x greater than 1 and y less than 10. Now if AND command is there, means both should be true. Now 5 is greater than 1, right? 6 is less than 10, right? If both commands are true, then answer will be true. Okay, now the same. Uh, for OR operation, any one command is true, then answer is true. X is 5, y is x greater than 6, right? Y less than 10, no. But any one command is true, then answer will be true. Now not means x is 5, not x greater than 1. Means x is not greater than 1. That's not x greater than 1. But x is actually greater than 1. So not x bar greater than 1. No, it's a false. So this was, I think there is no need to do in Python. You understood it very well. Next is identity operator. Means you are checking the identity whether two objects have the same value or not. See, x is 5, y equals to 6, x is y, 5 is 6, no, false. Or you can use dot I is command. Now, x is 5, y is 6, x is not y. So definitely true. 5 is not equals to 6, so it's true. Then is membership test operators. Membership means you are checking whether that number is a or member is a part of that array or not. Okay. Suppose there is numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you are checking 1 is in this part. Yes, true. 10 in this part, no, false. Suppose there is string string. St is a part of a string, true. Okay. And for all these, you can use contains command. Okay, dot contains numbers comma 2 means number is the destination where you have to check. 2 is the part, means member of that test, like string or the list. Okay, so not in means not in the member. 1 is not in the member. No, 1 is the member, so it's false. 10, that is 10 is not there, so it's true. So these are the membership operators. Bitwise operators means which we are performing operation bitwise, one by one. Suppose x is 5, y equals to 10, x and y means we are doing AND operation. 5 or 10, we are doing ANDing. Okay, 5 is 0, 1, 0, 1, and 10 is 8, 1, 0, 1, 0. Now perform the operations. 1 into 0, 0, 0 into 1, 0, 0, 0. So answer will be 0. That is AND operation. For OR operation, we are adding. So 0, 1, 0, 1, adding with 1, 0, 1, 0. So 1, 0, 1, 1, 1. So answer will be 15. XOR means any bit 1 and output is 1. So same answer 15 you will get in XOR operation. Invert means it will invert the bits. Suppose 5, x is 5 means 1, 0, 0, 1, 0, 1. If you will invert it, it will be 1, 0, 1, 0. But it will not show this. It will show the output of minus 6 because complement, one's complement of it is 6. 1, 0, 1, 0. One's complement means invert 0, 1, 0, 1, then add 1. It will be 0, 1, 1, 0. So answer is always in complement form. So answer will be minus 6. Okay. Now left shift, already I have explained previously. If we will shift 5 numbers 2 times left, answer will be 20. If we shift right 2 times, it answer will be 1. Okay. So this was the bitwise operator. Now we'll do these operations in the Python. Last we have done. Now from logic operator we'll do in Python. Suppose a equals to, I'm giving 5 and b equals to 2. Okay, now a greater than 1 and wait a minute, and means we have to write and. Okay, and b greater than 1. Pause the video and tell me what should be the answer. True. I'm checking a greater than 1 or b less than my b less greater than 5. B greater than 5. Answer is true because any one condition. See, now I am writing not a equals to 7. Pause the video and think what should be the answer. Not a equals to 7. It is showing the error because it takes space also. So I have typed. Wait a minute. What is not a not a equals to 5. It is showing the syntax error. Oh, not a less greater than 7. True. For not a is equal to command is not for odd. Not. Okay. So not a is greater than 7 means a is not the part, because I'm writing not a equals to 7. So a is equals to 5. So this is the syntax error. Okay. So not a greater than 7 means a is not greater than 7. So right, it's a right. So it is logical operator, identity operator, like is or is not. Okay. So in this way, if I'm writing x equals to 5, x is 5, true. X next is not, x is not 7, true, because x is 5, so 5 is not equals to 7. So uh, this was the identity operator. Next is membership operator. For membership operator, so for example, I'm writing a string equals to x equals to 1 2 3 4 5 7. Okay. Now I'm writing 1 in x. True, 1 is a part of x. 10 in x. False, it is not the part of x. 5 in x. Same, I'm writing a string. A equals to, suppose I'm writing welcome. Okay, I'm writing welcome. Okay, and I'm checking val in A. True, because val is a part of A. And I'm writing, suppose, hello with a string. I'm writing hello. Hello in A. False, because hello is not part of this string. So this was the membership operators. Bitwise operator we have already performed. Okay, we can again perform. Suppose x equals to 5, y equals to 2, and x and y. And then for AND operation, answer is 0. For OR operation, it should be 7. For x or symbol of OR. 7. Okay, so in this way we have done this uh, bitwise operators. Okay, these are the references, tutorialteachers.com. I have prepared the slides from this website. So thank you so much. Keep learning, keep sharing. God bless you. If you are having any doubt, you can write in chat box. God bless you.